was a disaster for the common people. And there is a deep-rooted conspiracy indicated by a lot of experts today. Aside from that, of course, we'll come to the tax cut, so-called tax bonanza, in a moment. First, what has the budget done for the common people? It has cut everything. Social services cut by 16%. Housing cut by 4.38%. Welfare and scheduled castes and scheduled tribes, believe it or not, cut by over 3%. Then you come to social services and welfare, very important for the common people, cut by 5%. Now, what is interesting is that even food subsidy, believe it or not, food subsidy had been cut by 1%. And there's nothing, if you do this, there's nothing for the youth, women, or farmers. Unemployment, as you know, youth unemployment today is 46%, out of which educated unemployeds, among them, 30% are unemployed who are graduates. The question is, ladies and gentlemen, unemployment in October and December, according to CMIE, our party has repeated this repeatedly, was as much as 37 million people. 37 million people were unemployed between October and December. Now we come to the question of a very important factor. 100% foreign direct investment allowed in insurance. What does that mean? Challenge to all the public sector processes, LIC, Life Insurance Corporation, and a host of other insurance companies, and including Indian private sector companies. Now, while they are coming in, they'll come in with 100% equity. When our state asked for GST on insurance, including life insurance, to be reduced from 18% goods and services tax to 0, because it's only punishing people who are taking insurance, the central government did not allow it, it postponed it. That leads me to the question, is there some kind of a conspiratorial process here that foreign direct investors come in 100% equity, but the GST remains at 18% for insurance for the common people? Who benefits from this? I leave it to you to understand. Now I go to the second question that's very, very important today. That question relates to manufacturing. Yes, the survey has directly said growth rate has been cut. But question is, manufacturing is only 15% of our GDP. And the promise was to take it to 25%. What is there in the budget which is going to take manufacturing to that 25% target of Mr. Modi? Remains at 15%. So how will you get higher growth? Naturally, growth is tumbling and conservative in its expectations. So friends, the question before us is, what has the budget done for the common people? It has consistently cut. Okay, taxes from 7 lakhs threshold has been raised to 12 lakhs. So 12 lakh level income of 12 lakhs will not pay taxes. But remember friends, inflation is raging. Nothing in the budget to control inflation. So when you gain that little bit, only 8 crore people pay taxes. Even if some proportion of those people gain a little bit, it will get eaten up automatically by inflation. That means your real gain is zero. This is the kind of very clever trick that the budget plays. I want to know from the budget, what is it has done for inflation? In fact, you'll be surprised to know that to keep the fiscal deficit at 4.4%, central government is again going to borrow almost 15 lakh crores. So debt of the country will keep going up. So my conclusion, nothing for the common people, nothing for the youths, only unemployment, nothing for women of any significance, only words, nothing for the farmers excepting some homilies, and worst of all, inviting 100% equity of foreign direct investment insurance, but not cutting the GST tax on insurance. Does it have a connection between the two? In this government, between somebody or the other, an international lobby? We need to think about that.